And with that, I think we're about ready to get started with our Neon White run. This is going to be White's Heaven Rush by Marissa. So let's get started very soon.
Hi everyone. So this will be Neon White. This is a fast-paced FPS speedrun platformer. It's very speedrun focused. We're going to go through all the levels in order. There is no dialogue or cutscenes in this run. It is an in-game level rush mode. So it's very fast-paced, action-packed. There's pretty much no downtime. So if you ever want to read donors or chat, then feel free. Plus I'll try to commentate as much as I can. But yeah, pretty much ready whenever. So once I hit start rush, there will be a countdown in-game. So after 3 seconds, the time will start. So let's go. So 3, 2, 1, go, start timer. So the first chapter, we'll go on the basics of the movements. The goal is always to get to the goal quickly, kill all the demons. Most levels will have demons we have to kill. So the main gimmick is the cards, which give you guns and also movement abilities. So the first one is Purify right here. But as you can see, left click is a gun and right click is an ability, which is often used for movement. Thing is to kill the demons. So Purify is a bomb which will explode on any surface and also launch you on contact. So it can be used to get up in different places. So shooting bullets gives you speed. You also start with a katana card, which I didn't mention. But the katana, you can slash bullets, you get speed. You can also shoot bullets to get speed. That includes enemy bullets, and also certain weapons you can fire. You can also boost off. So we're using a bit of the geometry on the building to just skip past that level. You'll see the water, it always makes you go faster. We'll always use it wherever we can. So launching to the end, like that. So using 2 Purify bombs will launch you up much higher, which is used there, and in smaller places. So the water is interesting because you can basically get off the speed from being on top of it. So on sloped surfaces, you can then jump into the water in a certain way to get more speed, such as that. You'll also see this in the following level. We can basically jump up like water sleep while holding jump the entire time to get a lot more speed. Can also boost off your own Purified bombs to get some speed. You can use snipers from there, like these, and watch the goal, as you can see. You can reset levels if you need to, if you mess up. So chapter 2, we'll get the next card, which is Godspeed. It's in the following level. The blue card is basically just a dash straight forward, which will kill any demons we dash through. So you can see here, just a more dash straight forward. So the chapter is very simple, not too much going on. Just got to get this. Yep. The one thing you'll see in this chapter later on is a technique called Jose jumps, where you can basically bind the scroll wheel to jump, which means you can walk off a surface and basically jump off the edge of the platform, like after walking off it, which you'll see in just a few levels. You can also actually shoot enemy bullets and then immediately parry them to get a phantom boost which is not actually intended like a depth, but it's a consistent technique which is used in many places. So you'll see that quite often. So the next level, you'll see me use a coaster jump the first time, just to get across a gap jump. It will be used for some skips later on. I can see here, it allows me to make that jump. Yeah, not so much going on the rest of this chapter, but soon we will get to the third chapter, which is where the game starts to get quite a lot more difficult, because the levels will get more complex, and you'll see more variety in routes. Yeah, just one more level in chapter 2, just after this. So we'll just make our way through. We'll just kill these demons by dashing right through them. Yeah, chapter 3 now. So these pet enemies are called guardians. They're quite dangerous because they lock onto you and will insta-kill you if they hit you. But there's a lot of time that it takes, so it should be okay if we just kill them quickly. Yeah, the demons are all static and stay in place. So this card is a stomp. It's just a stomp. Wow. So the gun, you can basically spam tap fire it for quick bullets. You need to aim a certain part of the crosser to fire it accurately. So a certain part of the top right. It does take some practice. It's quite difficult for new players, and even high level players, it's quite annoying. But yeah, the stomp when you land is a big shockwave. So just kill anything on impact. That's okay. Yeah, at lots of levels, we will just try to snipe demons from far away. You'll see it's much more in a few levels. Especially the one coming up just after this. So this is King Owl's, the first example of trying to snipe stuff from really far across the map, skipping big parts of it. We're going to get this, back this up, save it, okay. So a few more levels in chapter 3. Using a combination of these cards, get through. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Do this. Okay. The mountain basically something quite far down. You'll break these floors as you hit them. Safe bats, okay. Next up is quite a difficult strat, but we'll try. That's very good. So chapter 4, the first boss chapter, we'll be coming up to the first Neon Green fight in just a few levels. The way Neon Green works is he flies around the map, and we have to chase him and shoot him in certain phases when he's vulnerable. But first, this level has a precise trick. We'll try. So Chaos jumping across that gap, sniping that balloon. Trying to get these. Very good. Oh, that's very good. Using the Godspeed gun to snipe the targets from quite far away. So first boss level. We have to break the crystals. and then shoot green whenever we can. We're going to watch rise up into the top and talk them up. This rise is actually intended by the developers, and you're getting achievement for doing it. Cool. So this strat is actually on purpose. We die on purpose because it stops the in-game timer during Green's death cutscene. So the way we died is by using all of our katana and fist ammo. When we run out of cards, we just die. It saves some time. This is the fireball card, which is basically a dash in any direction, and also a shotgun. So these ringer enemies spawn rings of bullets, which we can get big boosts off of, because the more bullets you shoot, the bigger boost you get, essentially. And also fireballing into the ground gives you a boost, which we will try to take advantage. Also kills demons that you dash through as well. We're going to use a fireball effect to just kill the demons up there by breaking the floor and then stomping back down. We're going to give some boost off this demon. Okay, that's all good. But we can save it. Okay. Go straight down. This level doesn't have a fireball card, so it's basically a fake touch 5 level. But that's okay. Next one will be apartment, which is very fast and flashy. Hopefully we can get the strats without messing up. So we're coming up to it now. So basically, up and down the building while shooting these demons. So right back down. That's chapter 5. Chapter 6, there isn't too much new stuff. Mostly these demons, which are the chip wires. The actual wires will just kill you if you walk into them. But when you shoot the ends of the tripwires, they also kill demons that are attached to them, which can be used to our advantage. Then snipe these and go right down. So the tripwires often create chain reactions, which will be used to kill demons from quite far away. So the next few levels don't have too much going on, to be honest. But there will be one towards the end of the chapter, where I'll be going for a full skip. Yeah, just some more movement here. We will be using ever heresy jump to get across this gap and save a Godspeed card for the end of the level. There, I got that. We're going to leave one tripwire alive to... Okay, well I tried to bounce off it, but we messed up. We're going to just do this. Okay. You can actually save cards. It's a theme of quite a few routes. This level you basically just fall. There's not too much interesting stuff going on. Let's shoot these. Okay. So these demons are shockers. They basically launch you in the parts that you land on, basically in a direction. They don't move, they don't really do anything, but they're still demons which you have to kill. You basically need to use them for movements in certain places. I guess that was very simple. Basically just shows them off. Next two will be more difficult. For this one we're going to go for 2 Purify Bomb snipes. We try to skip a bunch of the level. We're going to line that up. Like that. Like this. Okay, very good. We skip something like level using those snipes. They do save lots of practice, but they do have consistent lineups. So the level coming up after this will be a chip track, where we're going to try to do a large gap jump using bullet boosts to skip quite a lot of the level. We're going to see if we can nail that. So just coming up here. But it should make it. Yeah, you need to hit some boosts to get across the gap. I think I got everything. Yeah. So that's very good. Okay, I think I missed something. Not sure what. Yeah, if that's been a chip fly. Oh, that's okay. We'll just get to go through it again. I think it was one of those chip players just there. But I wasn't quite sure. So I strip check again. I just did it twice for the fun of it. There you go. So this level you basically set off a massive chain reaction. And you gotta race it to the end. So we do shoot some of them early. Because if you don't, then you'll be stuck racing at the end. And lose time. So chapter 7, also isn't too much new stuff. It's bubble demons, you need to actually go inside and then come out. Otherwise there is no way to kill them. They do count as demons. Okay. You can't shoot demons inside bubbles, unless you go inside the bubble yourself, in most cases. Okay, I think this can be saved. Let's go for a backup. Okay, not too sure what I missed there. That's okay. Yeah, sometimes you can miss specific demons like that. Because it's how the route is supposed to go. So using some further boosts. Very good. So the routing potential is quite limited in this chapter because you got to go through all the bubbles. So there isn't too much flashy stuff going on, but that would change quite a lot in the chapters coming up after this. So this level is quite funny because there is a massive downhill water slope. So you can basically do some surfing action using the force boosts, but it is quite finicky. There is a lot of variance in these boosts. Well, that was very good. This level minefield is quite tricky. We'll try to get this route. That's very good. That level is very common to mess up. So these mimic demons are basically fake chests. There's some fire bullets that will insta-kill. But we can actually parry these bullets for boosts to use to our advantage. We also use the bullets to break that red door, got this route. So it tries to get a precise bomb snipe. Didn't get it. But we can just do this route as a backup. It's okay. Because some of you fish skip, like going outside the greenhouse. That's okay. First of all, we basically snipe all these targets as we descend down. One more chapter 7 of them. Just right here. Again, have to snipe that. Back up. So coming up is chapter 8, which has a new card. Perhaps the most fun card in the game. Called the Dominion. Basically games to give us the ability to... Oh god, okay. That's a rare mistake. Where we basically showed off the mimic bullets, which is the carrier. Yeah, this for panic, but that's okay. We're just showing us our for content. They're doing this again. Basically just get on here. So chapter 8 coming up. So basically left click fire a rocket that explodes on contact with surfaces. I want shoes face up. So face. That's the past chat. We're going to just go here to save it. Going to snipe these demons. Right click is a grapple hook essentially. Left click is zip line, which can grapple onto any nearby surface. Yeah, basically rocket jumping and grapple hooks. So you can skip huge parts of these levels using this ability, in contrast to the previous 2 chapters. They are often looking back to prepare ourselves in the right way. Okay, that's the back case jump. So just boost the map rocket. You can actually boost off of your rockets. It's not used too much, because it can be used in some places. Again, to snipe these balloons from up there. Save the card just in case. Okay, guess that works. So again, let's get these. So this level we save a fireball card to basically go straight up into the building, just here, through this window. And we've got to go down through these bubbles. We're going to shoot these demons from the fort, under the floor basically, because the Dominion explosions have a huge hitbox that can kill stuff from behind walls. That's awkward. I think we can save it. We can just get this. Okay. Then just get these. Yeah, very aim-heavy level, where we're going to snipe all the targets, and then basically use rockets to climb the building at the end, and skip a huge part of the level. Takes a lot of practice, for sure. This level is pretty straightforward. We can give us some bully boost off the rockets, but it's quite finicky. So yeah, some more levels coming up in this chapter, where the idea is basically always snipe demons from far away and use rockets to climb buildings to get to the end. There's some cover. Oh, we got to save us. It should be okay. We can use the horizontal momentum to use the rockets to boost up along the ceiling. We gotta just make this work. One gets caught unusual, but it still works fine. So this level is similar. I just snipe a bunch of stuff right here. And time race to the end. Okay. So we messed up the shot here. We were supposed to jump off the zipline to cancel it early and basically jump back onto a grass platform. But we still have enough rocket to climb this building right to the end. So there we go. That's jump straight. So Chopsing Iron, coming up now, is often considered the most difficult one because it's basically a gauntlet of everything we've learned so far. Combining all the abilities of movement into a bunch of very different levels. One is likely is the goal. This one is notoriously difficult because it's easy to miss demons. Yeah, some rocket movement and to go for this. You got something? Yes, we did. Okay, that's good. For this level, you basically go all the way around and then back to the start. Worth noticing, the IL route for this level is extremely different. This is the most consistent route. Basically moving around all the way back to the start. For this level, we're going to give some big ring boosts at the end, just after we stump all the way down. So there we go. They're also sniping, but they're safely. Didn't quite get that. Okay. But here we parry these, mimic bullets for a bit more speed. This level is very, very quick heavy, very rough on the hands. You can do lots of pure boost. Plus I'll play it as a bit safe. Just gonna cycle all these, go up there, and then basically do a bunch of boosts. Get to the end. Like so. Up there. There we go. Okay, missed a team. Edge reset. But this level is extremely boosted. Okay, I lost that card somehow. Didn't expect that. Okay. bad one springy shot. Okay, this level has a lot of time variance based on the bully boost. So it's basically always the same route. But even in the Isle leaderboard, there is a lot of time variance based on the skill ceiling of the bullet boost. There just is the end. Like this. Hopefully. Okay, just a hasty that. Need to make sure to snipe all these chip players. Like so. Can be quite easy to miss them. That's everything. So here we're going to do a flogging trick where we can basically lower the FPS to boost up of a shocker. Right at the start. Like so. He just gets sent flying. For some reason, this works much better on lower FPS settings. There are other places where it can be used as well. We're going to shoot the stuff we skipped. Like so. Welcome to the goal. The one more chapter 9 level, which is Fortress. Another difficult one, very aim heavy, lots of boosts as well. So basically, skip going inside the Fortress using that rocket jump, which is a very cool route. And then we snipe all these balloons from the top. So this is the second boss chapter. This temple is basically just a whole double and get to the third temple, which is where the second boss is. Widely considered the most difficult level in the run is the boss level coming up. This level is basically the metaphorical calm before the storm, because you really just walk. It's basically like a chill break before the very difficult boss level. We're going to have to walk in, as they say. It's just basically a similar idea to Fox Tower. Just like up. Okay, I did miss the curiosity jump. We are going to reset the Austral level, just for content. Sometimes curiosity jumps can be quite finicky. But yeah, not too much going on. We're just going to hopefully not miss this jump this time. And into the third temple. There we go. So very fast paced temple coming up. Okay, I have to reset that start. So out to the temple we go. It's the same idea where we get to shoot green whenever he's vulnerable, whenever he drops his shield, after you destroy the crystals. It is also very, very movement heavy. His shots are quite difficult. The earliest he can be killed is right there, just before that. This is the third earliest spot. If you don't kill him there, he will go flying on a really long sequence, where it's very difficult to kill him. So you basically need to get it right there, otherwise you lose stun. So chapter 11, final card, you Book of Life. You can basically just teleport to anything you click on. It is just as broken as it sounds. Instant teleport, but it just kills things when you click on them. We're going to try to clip through this wall. It's quite finicky. So these levels, you don't have to kill all the demons. The only ones where this is the case. Basically just getting straight to the goal as fast as you can. Go ahead and stop down. Try to get this like this. And skips the goal like this. So there's often little gaps that you can teleport into. But the developers can cost 10 to 12. So these levels look really different compared to the first playthrough. Much quicker than what they would have intended. And even go right through the tripwires. So these levels are really different to most of the game. People generally love them or hate them just because they're so different. I do think they're quite interesting, personally, because there's a lot of potential for routes and skipping these parts of levels. Again, just try to save a card using its broad jump. So you don't get the Book of Life until about halfway through. You only have to where this is the case. Let's try here. And then we just go right through this wall, because why not? And to go. But I am changing my field of view to lower, just because it's preference to make the long distance teleports easier. But you don't have to do this. It's just personal preference. Okay, we're supposed to keep that. Oh, that's okay. This level is meant to be like 2 minutes long. But you can skip all of it using precise teleports. These tripwires can kill you, but if you move in certain ways, then you will avoid them. It does take some practice, but it's very consistent once you learn it. So final boss level, just like that. It's Neo Green again, but we have the Book of Life this time. So we teleport to the crystals, and then use the Book of Life to deal huge damage. There are 2 combo lines. This is the first one. They are quite finicky, especially the second one. Basically just got to spam and get them as fast as you can. But using a lot of different movement abilities to get through this level. Second combo line. Let's kill this guy for safety. This went pretty terrible. That's okay. Going for some long distance snipes. So by damaging green early, we can basically skip the phase here. Because the hand is already here. So final room right here. Time will be coming up after the death shot. So death abuse and time. That's it. So there we go. That is Neon White. So yeah, very fast-paced run. All levels back to back. It is quite difficult to commentate while playing, but I did try my best. So yeah, if this game looks interesting to you, do check out the community speedrun Discord server. You can just find us on the speedrun.com page of this game. Very active community to this day. There is also a big modding community. This game is very speedrun focused. The devs did include multiple medals for the players to go for. And there are also community medals which are made to push you further once you've beaten the game for the first time. And there are also plenty of quality of life mods as well, which have really prolonged the community, I guess, into playing this game for a lot longer. It has been out for almost 4 years now, and I was around just after it came out. So it's been a while playing on and off, but still involved. Yeah, there is plenty of activity in Rush currently. The world record up here was set just a few days ago. So shout out Lexi. Do check out these runners at the top. They are streaming record attempts on Twitch these days. Yeah, thanks for having me. I do appreciate it. And hopefully the rest of the marathon goes good. So it was fun. I think that's it from me.